Hey guys, Coach Nate here from The Running Experience. Today we are doing a pistol squat challenge. Why? Because I want to see where you're at. Sure, you've been doing a little bit of strength training, maybe a little bit mobility work, but is it really making a difference, or are you just kind of checking the boxes? The pistol squat, there's absolutely nowhere to hide with this movement, as you're gonna see. We're gonna break this thing down into its component parts, the challenging aspects of the range of motion, and then we're gonna segue into the stability, the force production, the strength that's required to do it. And we're gonna put it together with 1 minute pistol squat test of quality reps. I'm gonna do it with you, so let's jump in. Whew. So, something that's really important to remember and why we're doing things like pistol squats in the first place is that our ability to run well is really an extension and an expression of our ability to move well. And for us to move well, we need to have requisite range of motion. Now, at one point or another, if you're a parent and you have little kids, you've probably seen your little buddy kind of sit down in this position, especially as they're kind of learning to walk. So we all had this range of motion at some point where I could squat down. I've got full range in terms of flexion and external rotation at the hip, flexion at the knee, and dorsiflexion in that ankle. And if I have this range, this gives me a nice buffer, more range than almost I need for running. But the problem is if I'm sitting all day in a regular chair standing, my joints get stiff and all of a sudden my running mechanics are compromised. So we have to raise the bar by doing these types of movements. So can you start with a squat with your feet flat on the ground, toes straight? And that's the first part. Some of you may not be able to squat that far, that's okay. Go as low as you can, keeping your feet straight. And at first, if you need to go wider to get down, that's fine. Now for the pistol, it's going to make this even more difficult because we need to be good with a narrow squat, heels and big toes together. This all of a sudden requires even more range of motion from our ankles. And then ultimately what we want to be able to do are some kickouts into this pistol shape, because if I'm going to do this single leg squat, I need to have this range right here. And again, just sort of showing you from the side. Another way to try to do this, if you're new, if I don't have this angle range of motion, I could lean back and kick out this way, and then kick out this way, and then I could slowly lean myself forward, or I could hold on to something in front. But what I want to avoid is being up on my toes. So step number one, do I have the range of motion? Can I spend more time in a regular squat? Can I bring it narrow, heels and big toes together? And then can I finally do that pistol kick out and start to own that pistol shape? Once I have that, now we can start to tackle the strength and stability required for the movement. So that pistol squat doesn't just require that range of motion to be able to get down all the way and back up. It requires that strength, that stability, that balance to do it all on one leg. I like to warm up before I do these, and as I take you through this warm up, it's actually really good progression to see where you're at. We're going to work on some shrimp squats together, and then we're gonna take it all the way to the full pistol. So I'm gonna balance first on this left foot, and I'm just gonna see, hey, can I balance here? Do I have this balance initially just to even look around? Because if I can't do this, it's gonna be really hard to move to anything else. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna step back into reverse lunge, drop down, come back up tall, drive up this knee. Now notice when you do this reverse lunge, it's gonna be very specifically, the toe's gonna hit, the knee's gonna come down, and then you're gonna press back up. We're gonna start playing with that toe-knee relationship. The next thing I want to do is to have the toe and the knee hit together at the same time. And what you're gonna notice is that when my toe hits first, I only have to squat down a quarter way. For my toe and knee to hit at the same time, I have to squat down a lot deeper through control. And then also notice that I have to start getting closer over this front foot and then back up. So again, can I squat down, toe and knee hitting at the same time, back up. Third step, can I go just the knee? Now I'm on a nice soft grassy surface here. Make sure you do this in a place where you don't feel like you're gonna smash your kneecap on the ground. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna drop down, smooth, 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 touch, and then back on up. For some people, this is actually a little bit harder than the pistol squat because you don't have that bounce, but the reason why I like it is that it promotes all the good mechanics we want without things getting ugly. For this to happen, notice that I'm hinging my hips back first. Loading this up is so key. I'm reaching way forward to not only counterbalance, but to allow this to happen. I drop down, notice I'm not letting myself bounce or lose control in the bottom, smooth all the way. And then as I go up, I'm gonna kind of kick my hips up first, reach, 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 and then stand. That's a very quick explanation of those pistol squat mechanics. So where are you at? Can you go toe first? Can you go toe knee? And then can you do just the knee? And then finally, if you have all these pieces, can you get yourself up and stable and tall? This leg comes out front. Can I lower myself down? Boom. And then can I come back up? That is the pistol. Okay, so now that we've gone through progressions, we are gonna do this thing. And what I want you to do is hit the shrimp squat version if you don't have those pistol kickouts, or if you try the full pistol and you end up going on your toes, or you start to see some crazy collapse. Remember, we always want good quality reps, and we wanna build upon that solid foundation. So I'd much rather you go slow, play with this, and build up from there than just try to rush through pistols. You check the box, you did it, because that's actually not gonna translate to your better running. So here we go. We're gonna do our full minute of pistol squatting. Remember, you can pause this if you need to warm up and practice a little bit more, but we are gonna do this test together. And then when you're done, I want you to tell me what version of the pistol you did and how many reps you got in the comments down below. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So, whew, I'm just gonna alternate sides here. Woo. The left side feels better than my right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo, I'm getting tired. 7, 8, 9. Come on, stick with me here. 10, 11, 12, 15 seconds. 13, 14. I can get one more in. And, whoo, oh God. Okay, I think that was 19. Oh, that's terrible. This pistol squat's no joke. It requires a lot of strength, a lot of balance, a lot of range of motion, but that's why it's so good for us, because if you can build up and do these, it makes you that much more bomb-proof for your tempo runs, your longer runs, and that last mile at the end of the race, which we care about the most. And as I always like to joke, good finish, good race pictures and photos. So let me know how your own pistol squats went down below. Give us your reps, show us what version you did. I'd love to see it. If you want to dive more into single leg squatting mechanics, and how it can strengthen your knees, you've got to check out this video right here. I take Coach Elizabeth through a few steps, really showing you the importance of hip hinging and how you can take a lot of pressure off your knees. Guys, you keep earning your miles doing your pistol squats. I'm going to catch my breath and keep filming and enjoying this beautiful day.